I'd like to introduce you to a Bun deity, female, wrathful, and she's actually, her name is Sipai Gyalmo, so Queen of Existence or Queen of the Universe, and and she has many different forms. We've already done a video talking about her a little bit. Now this form is called Ugya Chagtong. Ugia here means 100 faces or heads and 1,000 arms. So she clearly fits into the category of universal deity. These Vishnu, Shiva, Avalokiteshvara, Sitatapatra type deities that have thousands of heads, thousands of arms, thousands of legs. So here what we're looking at is we're looking at a wrathful female deity with 100 heads, 1,000 arms. We have very few examples in art. We have none in sculpture, and in painting we have 3 paintings. 2 are scroll work, and 1 is a mural. And then a 4th painting is where we have a scroll work where we have Sipai Gyalmo, Ugya Chagtong as a secondary figure. So that's useful, though, to see how she's represented as a secondary figure. Now, what's really interesting about these paintings, now, by the way, they mostly, from what I can tell, they all come from Amdo. 2 of them are from the Rebkong area. The other 2, it's hard to say. They could be Amdo Ngaba, or they could be Rebkong, or some other region on the eastern side. Now, what we have with this that's makes it all a bit unusual is we have a lot of anomalies. We have anomalies with the color. We have 2 paintings of her where she's green in color and 2 where she's blue in color. When it comes to the attributes in the hands, the main hands, the first pair of hands, she's holding a sword and a skullcup, and so that's consistent between the figures. But then we have issues with the numbers of faces. Now, yes, we have 100 faces, but 3 of the examples have 10 demon wrathful faces, while 1 of them has 11. Then we have an issue with, after that, what are all the other faces? Well, sometimes they're bird faces. And it's all just birds, different types of birds, vultures, kyung, crows, ravens, parrots. But then with some other examples, they're all animals, and animals divided between feline and canine. So it's all snow lion, tiger, leopard, then wolves, jackals, foxes. And then we have an example where it's mixed. Okay, that's another anomaly. Then another striking anomaly is that a lot of the faces for 2 of the examples, the 100 faces after the demon wrathful faces, then the faces are configured horizontally, in rows horizontally. But then with other examples here, we have the faces and they're arranged vertically. So if you have snow lions on one side, it's all snow lions, one above the other from bottom to top. Or it's wolves, one above the other, bottom to top. Then, 3 of the paintings, Sipai Gyalmo is solitary. One of the paintings, the one from the 18th and 19th century, some other part of Amdo, then Sipai Gyalmo is embracing a consort with 4 faces and 6 hands, a male consort. So it's really unusual to have this. Now, I've only seen one Tibetan text. I've seen the text of the late 1995, 2002 scrollwork painting of the green Sipai Gyalmo from Rebkong. I've looked a little bit at that text in the Tibetan, but I've not seen the other texts that the other Sipai Gyalmos are based on. But it's just a very, very interesting iconographic form. It's also interesting to see the mural from Rebkong, and then the scrollwork from Rebkong, because these are modern Tibetan paintings in a modern style. And if we can compare those with the other two, which are 18th, 19th century style from Amdo, it's an interesting comparison looking at the same iconographic form. So we'll leave it there. You can you can subscribe. If you like and subscribe, it helps us with our ratings and our search on YouTube. You can also join HAR on Patreon, and you can also make a donation directly on the homepage of Himalayan Art Resources.